You know, I'm really excited when I read these kind of things. I mean, 3 years ago, this was an idea. You're onto your third celebration now. Take us back, for those that don't know, the origins of the African Station and how it came about.
Thank you very much, Papalana. The Freedom Station started in a small ghost town of Westdene. You know, the Spar was closed, the other shops were closed, property became available to us, and we realized that you can create a new portal for creativity. So if you dance, if you sing, if you paint, if you play jazz, come to us and we'll be able to exhibit ourselves to ourselves. So we started evolving a new idea of freedom, that, you know, freedom is not something you wait for people to give to you. It's something you live through, and through your creativity you begin to change the world. That was 2 years ago, and on Freedom Day we're celebrating our second birthday.
It's actually your second birthday, not your third.
We are going into our third year.
Okay, you're going into your third year. Okay, so let's rectify that. Second birthday, going into your third year. This is an interesting space, though, because it caters to just so many different aspects. How do we, and maybe it's how do we balance that? Because we want to make sure that every aspect is catered for. You're working with technically 3 different groups of people, consumers that come into your space.
Yeah, I think people love art and people want art, whether it comes in the form of visuals or body movement or sound, and they themselves are consumers of art. So at any one time you'll find very gifted people walking and talking together and sharing ideas, and the balance emerges because on Sundays we play hardcore jazz, on Fridays we play Afro soul, on Saturday anything goes. Tonight we've got Reza Kota, a fine guitarist from Cape Town, who'll be playing, and everybody remarks that the special thing about our venue is that it's small. So if there's 30 of us, it's a house full. The intimacy is priceless. So what we tend to get is life-changing musical and artistic experiences that come at you when you least expect them.
Would you label that as part of the achievement of the last 2 years?
That is certainly part of our achievement. The more important thing is, when we came, there was very little jazz. In fact, there were a few spaces where you can go to listen to music and the music would be supreme. Often the music would accompany the food or the noise or the booze.
Yeah.
And we started to cultivate a culture that unless we take ourselves seriously, nobody's going to. And one of our achievements has been to create completely a new following, a new space and a new sensibility about what it means to be creative and hip in Africa today.
Contextualize the last 2 years going into your third year in the middle of the fact that South Africa is so conscientized around 20 years of democracy. We are celebrating the freedom of that 20 years of democracy now, but going back post-1994. Describe your space for me and where the station finds itself in that celebration.
We are the manifestation of the prophecy. You know, at midnight on Sunday, on Freedom Day, we're going to be reading a poem by the great Ben Okri, the epic poem Mental Fight, which simply states that already we see future forms of art. The past 20 years for us is fundamental. It's a generation after Freedom Day. We understand that some freedom is not going to be brought to us by a bus or by politicians. It has to be claimed by us. The freedom of our spirit and our mind is something that is available to us. Of course, the political advances are fundamental, because none of this would be possible. But beyond that, your freedom is in your hands.
Very quickly, for those that are interested in coming to the station this weekend, start for us. What can they expect tonight, the 27th?
Tonight, we will be having a concert with Reza Kota playing with the band, beautiful band from Cape Town that includes Shane Cooper and Buddy Wells. And those of you who know the acoustics of the station, is that it's going to be a thing that you will not forget. And of course, I myself will be playing the Funky Joy Masters mix tonight, and it's a boogie time. Tomorrow, we have a line-up of trios. We will start with a trio from Italy that has come to visit us.
Wow.
And they play the accordion and guitars, and they sing Italian folk music about anti-fascism and democracy in the world. And then we will go into Mandla Mlangeni and his trio, a fine trumpeter based in Cape Town, born in Soweto. And he'll be playing with the great piano master, Yonela. And then Ayanda Sikande, who is, I bet anybody, the next master drummer this country has produced, will be leading a trio onto the bandstand. And of course, the piano man, Yonela, before the poetry, he will be taking it loose. Imagine a Zionist preacher who plays jazz.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
5 seconds, your details, very quickly, 5 seconds.
We are up the road from the Westdene Den, number 41, and 5th Avenue, corner Thornton Road. You won't miss us. We're the most beautiful thing on the street.
I absolutely love that, Kwena. Thank you very much. Their space combines art and audiovisual experience, fabulous music, and more all enjoyed while enjoying a cup of organic African coffee and homemade delights. You heard it's up the dam, just up the road there. Kwena Mokwena from the Afrikan Freedom Station. He's the founder and organizer at the event. You've heard jam-packed lineup. We'll take an ad break.